And you are not a priority. If somebody is writing a music blog and they've got a family, they've got a full-time job, maybe they're in night school, they got kids, who knows what else is going on in their life. They've got all this stuff going on, and then, as something that they enjoy doing, a couple times a month, they sit down at their computer and they write up some blog posts about, new music that they're listening to or whatever. If you reach out to them and they're sitting down at their computer for, an hour on Saturday, and they haven't looked at their email all week for their website, they're going through all these different emails, getting back to you is not a priority. And there's probably a lot of submissions there. So just be aware of that. And if they have an audience and you don't have an audience, they're pretty much bringing everything to the table, unless you have a ton of followers too. Now that's a totally different thing. If you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, and you reach out to a blogger and you say, hey, really love your blog. I think that my music would be a really good fit for it. I've got about X number of followers on Spotify, about 100,000 followers on Instagram. Would really love, if you're interested in possibly writing up a post, and I'd be happy to share it with my Instagram followers. Okay, well, that's going to get a blogger's attention, because they realize, oh shoot, if I write a post for this person and they post, they post on their Instagram a link to my post, my blog post, then I'm going to get a lot of subscribers, a lot of new followers, a lot of people reading my blog, a lot of exposure. So there's something very reciprocal there. But if you're reaching out to a blogger that has the audience, that has already built their own audience, and all you have to offer is some new music that they've never heard before, then you're not really bringing much to the table. So you have to just be mindful of that. There are 60,000 tracks uploaded to Spotify every day. So I'm not trying to be discouraging at all here, but just be mindful of this. 60,000 tracks are uploaded to Spotify every day. Okay, so music bloggers are not at a loss for things to write about. Sifting through it might be a challenge, but there's plenty of music. Like music bloggers, playlist curators could add any one of these tracks from any artist, major label or no, independent, whatever. They could add any track to their playlist, and there's 60,000 of them uploaded every single day. Okay, so just think about that. Like, when you're reaching out to these people, you have to keep in mind that simply having a new track that they haven't heard is of no value whatsoever to them, period. Okay, you're one of 60,000 other tracks that have been released today. So just bear that in mind. They probably get hit up constantly. So be very tactful about how you communicate and how to approach them. Please do not contact bloggers and playlist curators this way. So I get a lot of DMs on Instagram, and I don't DM me on Instagram if you're trying to get in touch with me. If you're a music promotion insider, if you're watching this and you're a music promotion insider, the way that you get in touch with me is by posting in the Facebook group. That's the best way. Or if you have need to contact support, you can get in touch with our support team or whatever at our email address. But post in the Facebook group if you like. That's the best way to get in touch with me and get questions answered. If you want to, don't send me a DM on Instagram. I never check that stuff. When I do, it's probably going to be 6 months before I get back to you. If I do, a lot of times I don't, because a lot of times I get stuff like this. Hey bro, I just released this new track. Check it out. No, I'm sorry. I'm going through about 2,000 missed DMs or something. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I'm not going to check it out. Need to get some exposure for my music. Can you help? DM me, please. No, I got other stuff to do. This is the way I'm sorry, but that's just the way that most of these curators, most of these bloggers are going to respond to this type of message, whether it's through DM or email or whatever. They're probably getting hit up by a lot of artists. You are not the first person that thought to submit your music to a music blogger to have them share it or have them write something up about it. They get hit up a lot. So, you're going to have to be tactful about the way that you communicate in a way where it doesn't just look like it's something that you're copying and pasting, or that you just, DM me, please, took you about 2 seconds to type out, and there's no thought behind that message whatsoever. So when a music blogger or a curator has, maybe hundreds of other messages that they're trying to go through, if you don't take the time to actually write something thoughtful, they're probably not going to take the time to read it. Okay. So just to give you an idea of an email that I received recently, just the other day, and I not only replied to this, but we actually got on a Zoom call, and we're actually planning on working on some stuff for you guys in the very near future that I think you're going to get a lot of value out of. But I'm not going to say who this is from necessarily right now because I didn't ask them if I could share this email that they sent me. But I did want to share this because this is example of a really well-written email that got my attention. Not only got me to reply to it, but it got me on a Zoom call where we're actually going to be working together now. So one of the things, so I just wanted to share this with you and show you why this got my attention. So headline's pretty good, changing musician lives together. All right, they're speaking of the fact they know that I, run Jam Mob, that I have the YouTube channel, and that I, that the mission is to help musicians like yourself to promote your music and build your fan base. So they're speaking to that in the subject line. I like the fact that there is a little emoji because it catches your eye a little bit. I recommend using those when possible. It's kind of a little cheesy sometimes, but when people are scrolling through their emails and it's just all text, and there's a little bright red heart, it kind of catches the eye. Now, you don't have to do that, but in any case, the real value to this email, what I want to share with you, is not even the subject line, it's the body of the email. It says, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Congratulations for the great work. I found your channel a couple months ago. I stumbled across the music distribution video. It was quite interesting. Your content on your channel is great. You're totally giving value to artists out there. That's why I thought about you." Okay, so that first part, not only is he being very complimentary, which is great. I recommend doing that. People like to receive compliments. Congratulations for the great work. But he also mentions very specifically what he likes. Mentions that he found my YouTube channel. He doesn't say YouTube channel, but I inferred that that's what he was talking about, the YouTube channel. And that he stumbled across a specific video and he liked that video. So what this tells me, first of all, the compliment's great. It also shows me that this is not just a copy-paste email that goes out to everybody. This person actually, at the very least, took the time to see what my YouTube channel, what my business was about before sending me this email. So I get emails all the time that are just like clearly copy-paste, like, "Hi, we work with companies like yours all the time, and we help them get good results, blah, blah, blah." It's just like clearly it's just a copy-paste email that went out to everybody that they didn't even take the time to look to see what my website was about or anything like that. This person clearly at least shows me that they have made the effort to see what my YouTube channel is about. Maybe he, discovered my website first and then went back and found the YouTube channel. Who knows? Or maybe he actually legitimately did stumble across, the YouTube channel first. Whatever it was, I know that this person knows a little bit about what it is that I'm doing, what's important to me, and has actually put in some time. And I know it's a real person. It's not just a copy-paste email. So that at least invites me to want to give it my attention, to read the rest of this. So then he goes on to say, "We make music for the biggest brands in the world like Google, Adidas, Honda, Heineken, Sony, and many more. We are also one of the first running an academy in which we teach talented musicians how to make a living with music through the world of making music for brands. We currently have a growing list of 600 plus students who are already gaining traction in the music industry, 20,000 plus emails. We would love for you to be a part of our world and explore some opportunities together." So now he's going into, he's not asking anything from me, actually. So he's not asking anything, just giving me things that, some credentials, and into more promotion than you probably have. So the Instagram's algorithm is designed, went out to everybody that they didn't even take the time to look to see